Nah, this my off there. And plus, I don't go until midnight. Yeah.
Turn my back, you laughing.
Oh damn, man. I thought she was sitting it.
I am. You know that don't take forever.
Who was man? I hit him up. Oh, yeah. Bro, I saw. I hit. He's sexy to tell you I hit him up.
That is what I told Ghost. I said, y'all advancing now because I know if I don't play Ralph like this second, he ain't gonna be able to play. I'm gonna wear. Wait, what an idiot! I wear all white. I thought you was about to wear the little highlighted jumps. He was about to be in like gray. It would have been a shit show. Nah, it's his. He home. But I've been getting a lot of rain games and snow games this man. It's annoying.
I ain't got a snow game yet. Why you asking me if I was going back to PTSD? Whatever the fuck that's.
That man said PTSD.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. Yeah. He was setting up the snaking.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. Second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick.
They hit you up in one check, you like, bro.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Pick the edge. Touch 50.
They run it with Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays themselves.
You don't know what check they hit a motherfucker up in.
This far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson.
What?
Notice Metcalf, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I don't know how I didn't pick that, but whatever.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on
That's
the play,
crazy.
and it's second down.
Let's get
The 42-yard line.
You see what I'm saying?
On that flank.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the shotgun, Wilson.
That's crazy.
He'll find Metcalf. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
You're telling me, I think D. Smith coming back.
And that'll bring up fourth. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football.
That's what he
now
used,
with
basically his replacement. Bought y'all using.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Haskins looking to throw on first down.
Oh, damn. Shit was through the check.
And down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
God dang, he got caught.
Second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long.
God damn, hey, we got no time, bro.
Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Wilson now to throw on third down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Penny, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Wilson.
What?
And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right here.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a run with Geis, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Third down, here's Haskins.
Come on, don't be
That will
close,
be
bro.
incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, because some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
This man Thomas tried to run and get blocked on purpose. Like, go get the ball carrier, dude.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down.
Why don't I have time to do nothing?
Jadeveon Clowney, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Let's take it at around the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You said what?
This time Wilson will throw. That's complete.
Oh, a zebra.
Of Carson. A good pickup. They get
that man's a clown.
But it's 3rd down now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That nigga was like, trying like he's all Jamaican if he said that shit. In my culture, that's how we pronounce it.
This is Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers,
and then that man tried to justify. He was like, "Whoa, is it Debra or Deborah?" I'm like, "You're a fool."
Right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear? Yep. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The results for them so far not that great.
That's your man.
Not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, that worked out.
And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
What'd he say?
But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
I mean, have we even played this, man?
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I can't remember scalping you, so.
As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Scalping you. Cut it out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about
whatever
that.
work, you know that.
Make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, it's Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56 to Mike, boy.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that man said that.
That led to the sack.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down.
It just got to halftime.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports.
How the rivalries going this year? Forsey getting up in it. Forsey getting up in you.
And they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Yeah. What about
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
The ball hawking the high pass out, and that's all he had.
Stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half.
I'm just being real.
Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
We all knew it. His game is weak.
For only a couple, it brings up third down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Haskins.
Oh, that was fake.
Oh, good catch.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
I thought it was going to be a pick.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
You lost the shit out of him.
Let's go now. Six, about to play. Here we go, here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out. No. Check it back, check it back.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
That should have been a pick, too.
The end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
56. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there.
About to pop another one in the Irvin dog.
The receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch.
You know you can't pull out the driveway at this point.
He's fielded at the 2.
Cancel Christmas.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
He switched over to dudes. That's what happened.
Last time, see if they can get something going on this drive.
I've never seen that play.
Now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for that right now. But they have to do
I've never seen that play.
Letting panic creep in and affect their play.
You lucky Terry not watching right now. Our knees dead.
14, find it.
On 2nd down now.
I know, right? I thought that's what he was talking about when he said, you said what? That's not when you hit up them trannies, man. He like,
establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hit them trannies up, dog. Oh, that's fake. Come on, game.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Oh, you told somebody about that? Hell no.
Oh, yeah. Some random dude had called me and said that. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
But you was like, later.
Carson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
I said, who the fuck is this?
From the 44, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Yeah. Talking about you caught your ball off there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
I just had to make sure. That'd be crazy.
Able to take him down.
I don't know how I returned that. I thought that man was going to get caught.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around.
The rookie just hit like 7 threes in the third quarter, though. It just popped up on my thing. The Bulls point guard.
They gonna have to build around him, bro.
The back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, he just hit 7 threes in the third quarter on the Knicks.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive.
Today, bro.
Offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a first.
They played the Knicks. They playing the Knicks in Chicago.
Wilson after the pick six. Flushed out right. And Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And
damn, that shit ain't stopped.
The extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it.
Yeah, it's like told him last night. He said it's cheese or be cheesed over there.
Looking to throw.
But I mean, bro, it's Ricky. What do you expect?
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Carson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
That's what I was telling you, bro.
As he's on to punt for Seattle.
I thought I was lying about the shit.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Oh, okay.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
He always been doing that, though. Like, he just try to get speed.
He gonna get a lot of speed.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight
And
end.
I was blocking the back.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Hey, he be knowing shit about them, though.
Football and the lead as we start the fourth. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Geis going right.
Yeah.
He stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone.
Yeah, he's been doing weird stuff like that for years.
Make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Oh, I'll try to kill you.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now they have to contend with. To throw is Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on the side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
380. 51. You can't block me. You can't block me. Got it.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Brandon, I want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But
no, I'm saying the one-hand scoop like that.
Two-possession game is
it almost looked like he picked it.
Stage in the fourth, they needed points out of that drive.
Damn,
obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 33-yard line.
That man, wow, drinks tea, he's a snake. Just 3.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
You on my 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
I almost ran the punt back, but I was like, I ain't gonna snake him.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Redskins, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop their 10th
boy hit
game
him up.
now
He looking for his
to
keys.
4 and 10. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
Yeah.